There aren't many doctors who take this kind of a personal interest.
The mother asked me to be there when she was born. And, I wasn't.
Well, you've done everything you can.
You know what? My guess is he's suffering new TIAs, possibly a larger stroke, but I have to examine him to make sure.
What are you people doing?
Mr. Winters?
Who are you?
Daddy, calm down. This is Dr. Drake.
I want Dr. Detweiler.
Daddy, you're a general.
Get me Dr. Detweiler or you will be sorry. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That was a bad fall you took, Mr. Winters. You should rest.
Do you know Dr. Detweiler?
The important thing is keeping your father calm. Now, he obviously feels safe with this Detweiler guy.
Yes, my father adored David.
Okay, was he on staff at Roselawn?
No, he's a boyfriend, a GP, but the last I heard, he was in Seattle somewhere.
All right, well, he needs a thorough exam. So, now I'm open to suggestions.
I have no idea what to do.
Did you do an HIV test for the baby a second time?
I wanted to be sure, and there's no doubt about it.
Don't pull your hand away. I realize that you're
I was trying to talk to you before, but you couldn't get out of here fast enough.
I got paged. We're working, remember?
Stacy's little girl, isn't she beautiful? And she got some really good news. All of her tests came back negative.
That is good news.
Anna's gonna need all the help she can get.
Anna?
Well, I couldn't keep calling her baby.
Robin, you named this baby Anna?
Stacy hadn't decided on a name. Now she's gone. The child couldn't keep living in limbo.
You've already done more than anyone could have asked.
I want to keep her, Patrick.
I'll be by your side.
I know why you're doing this.
I want to help a child in need.
This goes way beyond helping, Robin. It's what this child represents.
She has no one.
That goes for a lot of other babies brought into this world, but you're not talking about bringing them home.
Well, now I am. I mean, I'm trying anyway.
Stacy was a virtual stranger, but she is HIV positive, so that means...
Yeah, like me, so?
You're gonna make a decision that's gonna change everything. You realize that?
Yes. You don't think that I know that?
The minute Stacy walked into this hospital, you took it as a sign.
Because I understand what she was facing better
You're
than
not
anyone.
an OB,
the potential
Robin.
complications of the
Kelly
disease
didn't need
during
you to explain the
pregnancy.
complications. Any competent OB would know what they were up against.
Stacy wanted me to be there when the baby was born, okay? She needed me.
You needed her. You're so wound up about the future, about children, then in walks this pregnant HIV-positive woman dealing with all the things that you would be dealing with, and you got personal. You got invested. You needed this. You needed this to work out. And when there was no happy ending, now you're trying to provide one. Now, I don't know if it's your biological clock ticking or what's going on, but you're like a walking hormone all of a
so
sudden.
now you don't want to deal with something and you just chalk it up to hormones?
Robin,
Nice.
I'm talking. You wanted to talk.
I'm trying to help a child in need.
And I'm not supposed to notice that you have an irrational attachment to a baby?
It's not irrational to want to make my life about something bigger than myself.
Not just your life.
Well, don't worry about it. I'm not going to be asking anything from you.
Dr. Scorpio, this is Laurie Thomas. A social worker.
Hey, I've been put in charge of Stacy Sloan's baby, and sorry I couldn't get here soon.
That's okay. We're glad you're here. Thank you, Leyla.
You're welcome, Dr. Scorpio.
You were her OB?
A close friend. This is Dr. Drake, our top neurosurgeon.
Busy's at least. Excuse me, I have your rounds.
Were you aware the baby was conceived in vitro?
Yes. There's no father in the picture.
And no other family that we could find. The state is going to put the child into foster care until a permanent adoption can be arranged.
Taxpayers can save their money. Kids not put into foster care.
Don't just go up, I wouldn't make a decision this
She
week
already
without
has.
you being on board. She's just emotional right now.
Yeah, and I tried to make that point, and I become an insensitive jerk.
No, you're not.
I'm just trying to get her to take a step back. Put some objectivity in it.
I should go.
Yeah. Me too.
Dr. Drake, this is the boyfriend that I was talking to you about.
Hey, Dr. Drake, nice to
Dr.
meet you.
Detweiler. It's good to finally put a face to a name. I have those test results you requested.
Ah, good. Good, thank you. I've been waiting for those. We won't bore you with the medical mumbo-jumbo. We're just gonna step out, okay?
Thank you.
So he's calmer now if you need to run more tests
He
or
suffered
do more
severe
therapy.
neurological damage unrelated to the Alzheimer's, and his condition is worsening.
So he needs the surgery that we talked about.
Yes, sooner the better.
Then do it.
Lainey, it's not that simple.
How's your father doing?
Studies show severe carotid stenosis. It's only a matter of time before he suffers a stroke.
Terrible what he's going through. But with MedCam looking over our shoulders, we can't perform any unnecessary procedures.
Unnecessary?
It's best you take him to the county. My heart goes out to you.
That would require you having a heart.
Do you think I enjoy this? Seeing another person suffering, knowing something can be done. Choices have to be made.
And why waste manpower and money on a non-Alzheimer's related procedure when the patient's just gonna fade away, right?
Choices have to be made, otherwise we'll all be working for MedCam and you think things are bad now.
There's always something worth dying for. To give you a reason or to settle a score. I know that a heart long is looking for something more to keep it alive.
There will be no consequences for their actions.
What is it good for? What is it good for?
But they're wrong.
What is it good for? What is it good for?
There are always